There was a big thing that happened this morning on in the Dragon Generations community, and it had to do with my newest video where I talked about the quote unquote leaked Iron Man path and the quote unquote leaked Super Saiyan God, or not Super Saiyan God, but just like godly divine hybrid path form, right? Uh I it was a long day, to say the least, but I'm here to talk about what you guys think that path will look like. I'm going to give my own sort of idea, and we did actually get an update from Gray here, which I wanted to talk about to start. So Gray says, for reference, the path isn't an Iron Man path. One of this path's forms have a certain visual that has a strong relation to something to do with Iron Man. So basically what this is, and if you want to ask me, right, what do I think this is? I think this is damage control, is what this is. This is the quote-unquote, it's not an Iron Man path, is what this is. I don't know. Like, it's like that scene in, like, well, what is it? Isn't it, like, Jurassic Park 2 or something? Where, like, the guy's like, run, it's Godzilla, and then the other guy comes and he's like, actually, for copyright reasons, it's not Godzilla, even though it looks like Godzilla. And it's just like, dude, I don't know, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I do have, some people in my YouTube community page right here, as well as my Discord server, that we're going to be talking about, their own ideas and stuff. So yeah. I think it would be, this guy, Rain says, I think it would be kind of wild for Half Saiyans to have a god form that has a tail, if they also have access to Super Saiyan 4 form, which also has a tail. Getting in touch with their Saiyan heritage sounds very interesting in both cases. There's that one art, here, I'll pull it up real quick. So you guys can see here, this is kind of what I googled in my first, video. I think this is kind of similar to what he's talking about, like, kind of like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan 4 kind of mixed. Obviously, this is Journey to the West kind of styled. And then I did get some people correcting me in my last video in the comments, which is, like, thank God for the comment section, of course. This is the original Super Saiyan God design. The other one, which, like, very funnily enough, I actually don't see here anymore, but I'm pretty... here it is. This was an original Super Saiyan 3 design. I don't know why this YouTube video says what Super Saiyan God... I don't know, but... my people in the comments were saying this was the original Super Saiyan 3 design, not Super Saiyan God. And so, this is actually the original Super Saiyan God, like, kind of design. Like, not really maybe Toriyama's, I can't really remember. I think this was the Toei executives or something, what they wanted the form to look like. I don't know. But, you'd think I would have done the research. It doesn't matter, though. Like, this isn't the point. The point being, this is, like, what he's talking about, right? So, yeah. I mean, sure. It's about the Iron Man path, so it'd be cool if androids could have different Iron Man suits depending on their aura. So again, like what Grace said here, it's technically not like a quote-unquote Iron Man path in the general consensus. What I think the biggest realistic, or the most realistic possibility that's going on here is it's just a path that has inspiration from Iron Man. And it's like some other crazy idea that the devs came up with, and then they took inspiration from Iron Man for like part of their designs and called it a day, right? And so is it an Iron Man path, as in you're gonna get like a literal Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3 type of suit? Probably not, right? Are we gonna get an Iron Man suit? I freaking hope so. I hope so. You know, it's not confirmed, I guess, but that would be awesome, right? And then, yeah, I mean, you know, just, it's not necessarily an Iron Man path, it's more so just Iron Man adjacent. It's Iron Man, like, what's it called? Related, right? Something like that. Inspired, that's the word I was looking for. It'd be, so yeah, like Hulkbuster, again, I don't think that's gonna happen, just because it's Iron Man inspired. It's not necessarily the straight up Tony Stark path, right? It's like, it's gonna be forms that are inspired by Iron Man. For hybrid God path, I would prefer some unique from form rather than Super Saiyan God hybrid. Yeah, no, it's not Super Saiyan God. That much we know. It's not like a canon DBZ form. That's what Red did leak. right? He did say that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we don't actually know what it is yet. So it's a leak, it's not a leak, like, whatever you want to call it. Like, we didn't know before, and now we have an idea, right? That's the whole point of my last video, kind of. For the hybrid god path, at least, right? Hope androids get to upgrade a certain suit with different passives or abilities to mix and match their preference. Again, going on what Gray said, I don't think that's a realistic scenario. Androids maybe the path could be Mark 1, 2, 3, just like Iron Man 1. It could be sick. Ascension form could be the Mark 85. Again, Ascension forms aren't gonna be related to the paths at all, so that's not realistic at all. Ascension form is above the paths. They have nothing to do with the path. So if it was Mark 1, 2, 3, it wouldn't be to do with Iron Man. It would be something completely different. For example, Super Saiyan 4, you know, you go through that path, and then your Ascension path is like Ultra Instinct, which has nothing to do with Super Saiyan 4, right? And then for Half Saiyans, maybe it could be different renditions of Koyama's original Super Saiyan God design, a Super Saiyan 3-like form with a tail, a golden Super Saiyan 4 form, and the one you use in your thumbnail, or it would be something completely original. That's what I'm thinking. It's something like this was my point with the, you know, everything. Like, yeah, I think so. Maybe something like the original God design with golden fur. Yeah, pretty much, right? Let's move on to Discord real quick. Let me switch it over to the Discord. Weird. Why isn't it seeing the Discord? That's weird. Alright, I got it working, sorry. There we go. So, Gold says the Iron Man pass seems mid-not lie, but I'm not a Marvel fan. Yeah, if you're not a Marvel fan, I can see why. I literally didn't become a Marvel fan until the last couple years. My whole life, I never got superheroes, and now I love them. So, like, I get it, I guess, but you have to have an open mind. Like, it's gonna be, like, there's a reason so many people love, like, superheroes and Marvel and shit like that. Like, it's because Iron Man is freaking sick. If you, I'll say this right now. If you guys aren't hyped for the Iron Man path, go watch the original Iron Man movie, and then come back and tell me that you're not hyped. Because that movie is amazing. Iron Man might take from your key color. I doubt it. Like I said, Gray's whole thing, kind of like saying Iron Man path is a misnomer. It's just like an inspiration. Half saying God will look like a pseudo Super Saiyan 4 and 3 mix. This is the ongoing theory. So maybe. Iron Man path. Yeah, no. Again, this is not gonna happen because it's not an Iron Man path technically. It's just a path that has a bunch of Iron Man inspiration in it. Very funny Delta Zone. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Didn't you delay paths, bro? Get out of here. I think the Iron Man path, you'll be put in a character customization screen where you can choose things. Dude, this would be so cool, but again, this isn't quite what's going on, right? Unfortunately. It'd be really cool, though. Yellow blood with Super Saiyan 4 looking hair. I mean, that looks cool, yeah. Redder Super Saiyan God with symbols. That's cool. Zycor, no. I don't like the Zycor idea at all. I mean, it's literally already... This is a literal form that is in the game. These spikes on his chin and the horns, that is already in the game. And I feel like everybody forgets that. For the hybrid divine path, it'll be something similar to my other idea. You can change the key color. Again, I'm not sure. Why do I feel like it'll come with minions? I don't know why you feel like that way. And then this is some Iron Man theories. I mean, this isn't even Iron Man, bro. Like Liam, bro. You ever see Marvel movie before, man? No, I'm Iron Man. Yup. I think it's gonna be like Gohan Black's potential unleashed form and sparking. What? No. No. I don't think anywhere near that. No, I think that's way off. I drew this thinking it'd be cool as like a Gear 5. So a lot of people were saying it was One Piece inspired, and I believe Chang did say that it was One Piece inspired. So that makes sense why we'd go to Gear 5 in a Super Saiyan mix. Drew this because I saw it on stream and thought it was cool. So this is Gear 5, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan God, I believe, kind of all mixed. You see the red eyes, the aura, right, is Super Saiyan God. These clouds are like totally like One Piece, Gear 5. I haven't seen One Piece, but I know enough about Gear 5 to know that that's Gear 5 inspired. And then Super Saiyan looking character, right? Cool art. Shout out to the artist who drew this. Cool art. That's about it for this video. I don't really have much else to talk about. I mean, I'm not gonna be a drama frog or anything. Don't really care too much. So let me know if you guys are excited. I don't know what else to say. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day. Whatever. And I'm excited for PAX, guys. Hope you guys are too.